All right, what's going on, you guys? This is BoxingWave, man. First off, shout out to everyone that sent me happy birthday wishes. It was my birthday a few days ago. I spent most of the week just chilling with family, friends, going out and stuff. So it was a nice break from the channel a little bit for a week. Week and some change. So shout out to anyone that saw my post. It was my birthday the other day, and I just want to thank you to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. Okay. Also, I also want to thank anyone that's been donating to the channel. Okay, really appreciate you guys that's donated to the channel. You know, it's a lot of time for people to upload these videos, watch fights that we really don't want to watch. You know, it takes a lot of time and work. We do have our personal careers, our families, all that stuff. Okay, so salute to everyone that has donated to the channel. I really appreciate it. Okay. Now this weekend, it's been a slow week. You know, I didn't miss too much, but I'm gonna cover most of the stuff that's happened. You know, over the past weekend with the fights. It was a lot of fights yesterday, and you know, some news that came out. But for the most part, it was a pretty slow week. Um, Daniel Dubois. Let's start out with him, okay? Against Nathan Gorman. All right. Fight went pretty much the way I thought it was going to go, but I actually thought Daniel Dubois overseeded my expectations. Okay. I knew Gorman was gonna box well, but I didn't think Daniel would do that well and get him out of there that soon. Okay, he did better than what I thought he was going to do. Okay, I didn't think. I think the key thing here in the video that I did do when I covered this fight, a lot of people were saying that I was underestimating Nathan Gorman's power. Okay, it's not that I was underestimating it. It's just that for a guy that's a pretty clean puncher, a good counter puncher, I just on a level of the other top heavyweights, you know, or up and coming guys, the undefeated heavyweights, he just doesn't quite have the same kind of power some of these other top guys have. Okay. Um, he's a heavyweight. Most of those guys can punch. You know, he would certainly knock me out. I'm not saying he doesn't have power at all, but I didn't think he had the power to keep Daniel off of him. If he had more respectable power, I think he would have been able to neutralize Daniel because he's so aggressive coming forward. You know, I don't believe Daniel really has a back foot game like that. You know, um, I think Nathan was doing the right thing by countering with that, you know, that left hook. I think he was trying to one shot him, especially early on. You know, he would try to counter. You know, Daniel would come in, throw a big right hand, and Nathan was definitely timing him, and he was landing the shots. He was landing some good shots, but like I said, I don't think his power was just. It wasn't enough to keep Daniel off of him. You know, when a guy feels your power, they're gonna know to back up that they just can't come in there and fight as aggressively. Daniel just kept it going. He didn't care. He was getting countered at times. Yes, he was falling into traps, but it didn't keep him. It didn't slow him down. He kept pressuring. Okay, he's a big dude. He's strong, and for him to fight that way, he proved to me that he even has a good chin. You know, like I said, there's other fighters out there that are bigger punchers, and I don't think he can fight that same way with everyone. But I thought that Nathan was going to be a guy that he was going to go in there and just be too much for Nathan, and he was. But it was a very good fight. Nathan didn't back down. He fought back. He got knocked down third round. You know, he got stopped, I believe, in the fifth round. But it was a very good fight. You know, and that's that. You know, it is what it is. You know, I think the first round was the most competitive. You know, I thought that was a round, a pick 'em round. I still gave Daniel that first round. But outside of that, I mean, he looked much more impressive to me in this fight. For him to step up and still look even better, you know, I like the variety of punches. I like the body shots that I saw in there. You know, he did make a decent use of his jab. Um, you know, and he's a big, strong dude. You know, he's not no super technically sound fighter. He's still very young, And for what I see, and from watching that and the Joe Joyce fight, and I'm gonna do that in a separate video, I believe that he could beat Joe Joyce now. I wasn't too sure, but I'll get more into Joe Joyce. But Daniel seems to look better as he's moving forward, where Joyce to me is starting to look worse. Like, I think Joe Joyce is at his he's at his prime. He's at his the best, because I don't see improvement in his fights. You know, so I think Daniel Dubois can hurt him and probably knock him out. I think Daniel Dubois is the better between the two. And if that fight comes next, I don't know who's gonna fight next, but let me tell you something. You beat Joe Joyce now after him beating Berman Stavern, beating Brian Jennings. That's a good look. That's a good look for Daniel Dubois. You know, obviously there's still holes in his game. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's great and he could be the next champion, but you never know. I mean, this is a guy that's rumored to drop Anthony Joshua and in sparring. And listen, man, he might be good, but he's very, very young. And I don't see why, I don't know how, I should have checked. I don't know how high he's ranked in the sanctioning bodies, but there's no need to really rush him yet. I think this was a great win. This was his greatest win so far, but he got ways to go. He got ways to go, I mean, get some of these other good fighters that's up there and work on your craft. And that's it. There's still no need. This is a good win, but there's still no need to rush him because there's still things that he can work on and improve on. And I like what I see in him. Nathan Gorman, it is what it is. You took your loss. He still got time. He was undefeated too. He got skills. He got talent. But Daniel was just too powerful for him. It is what it is. All right, so I enjoyed the fight. I'm going to do a video on Joe Joyce next against Brian Jennings. And I'll speak more about Daniel Dubois and all of that in that video as well, because I do want to really compare the two. All right, but I want to talk more about Joe Joyce in that video. So I'm going to upload that video as well. Be on the lookout for that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.